Well, life-threatening bleeding injuries can happen anywhere, anytime, and are the leading cause of preventable death. And in these critical moments, every second counts.
Yeah, so earlier I spoke with Dr. Nilda Garcia to talk about a program that empowers any individual to help control bleeding injuries until help arrives.
So Stop the Bleed program was a program developed by the American College of Surgeons, and it was developed to empower the public to be how to react to a hemorrhaging patient. And the whole intent of it is to allow the public to recognize that a hemorrhaging patient, if we are taught these three very simple basic steps, we can change the outcome of that patient's injury.
And why is it important for people to learn bleeding control techniques?
So it's very important to learn how to control bleeding because these accidents can happen anywhere. Mm-hmm. They can happen at home. They can happen after an accident at home, after a fall, for example, after a car accident, after a bicycle accident. And patients can hemorrhage and exsanguinate from these injuries. But if we are taught these very simple to stop the bleed, you can change the outcome of that patient's life.
And so there's a course that people can take to get more information on all of this. What does the course actually involve? I'm seeing some of the video there, and I'm like, wow, it's pretty interesting.
So the course is basically a 1-hour course, and it is in person or virtual, and it is free. And if there's a cost, it's very minimal. And what they do is they teach you, number one, how to identify an exsanguinating patient from whatever injury it might be, how to call 911. First, you call 911, and then they teach you how to apply pressure with your hands and how to pack the wound if you need to with gauze or a piece of clothing, and then how to make or put a tourniquet on if indicated. And these courses are very important because what we've learned that is a patient that's injured with a bleeding wound will die from this. However, if we teach the public how to stop the bleed, you can change the outcome.
Yeah. Oh gosh. And knowledge is power, right? You know, we tell people you learn CPR. Why aren't we telling more people to stop the bleed? This is so fascinating. So where can we go for more information if we're interested in this course?
So there's a webpage called stopthebleed.org/save-a-life. And that website will tell you more about the course and how to register for it.
Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us to tell us all about it today. Very important information, like you were saying. And if you'd like to see this interview again, just head to our website for more information.